This old guy DIY video has to do with removing the bearing carrier assembly from the lower unit of a 1994 Mercury Force outboard. So in this case, a friend got the motor. As I was trying to get it running and understand what kind of shape it was in, I removed the drain plug and the vent plug, and I let the oil out, and there was a lot of water with an oil chaser. So at that point I knew that there was some water intrusion here. So it had to be either this external O-ring, or on the inside there's a seal assembly you can see in there. So I recognized it had to be one of those two places, so I ordered the pieces to replace them, and it came in a few minutes ago. So anyway, to disassemble this thing, there were two bolts here, one top, one on the bottom. And when you look at the geometry of this little carrier assembly, you can see this is kind of rectangular on top, whereas the bottom piece is round. So when you go to put it back together, just put the rectangular part on top. And then all I did is I was able to just grab this and turn it a little bit to the side. And then I came in from behind back here with a screwdriver, just set the screwdriver on it and tapped it gently with a hammer. And it was able to come out enough that I just grabbed it by hand. And then looking at this thing, this bearing is just placed because it came out too easily. I was checking to see what it was going to take to do this before I made the video. But anyway, I'll show you how I removed the bearing and how I'm about to remove the seal. We'll go from there. And if you're not familiar with or haven't seen one of these vise assemblies that fit into the hitch assembly on your truck, something that's really nice when you're working in the field or away from a bench anyway. So all I do is I took the vise and I opened the jaws far enough so it would sit on the outside of the bearing assembly. And I took the bearing, set it there on top, and I just took a regular punch, put it in here, and just very gently tapped a little bit on each side, and the thing popped right out. So I'll do that again right now. So the bearing assembly is out, and now to get the seal, I just take a screwdriver, and I know it'll destroy the seal in the process, but I'm just sticking the screwdriver down right here into the seal, and I'll tap a little bit at an angle, and that should come out also. Now in the course of removing it, this inner spring came out, but when you look at the seal, this side went to the inside of the housing, and this side went towards the propeller, so I'll remember that. And then when I look at the housing itself, you can see it doesn't have the best surface on the bottom. I scraped that a little bit with a screwdriver trying to clean it up, but I'll clean it up some more before I install the new seal. And these are the two parts I bought. This is the O-ring that goes around the outside diameter of the housing assembly. And this one is the oil seal that goes on the internal diameter. And since the bottom here is not pristine, when I put this back together, I'm going to use some of this ultra black gasket maker, and I'll install that on the inside and make sure no water can pass through this assembly. Now to seat the seal, I just take a socket that fits whatever size orifice I'm trying to hit there. And in this case it was a 7/8 inch chrome. But I take that, and basically it's not pressing so much as just seating the thing. I mean, it's rubber and plastic, so you don't want to crank on it. But I just used the vise, took it down until it's snug on the bottom. Now the seal is in, and now it's time to reseat the bearing. And this is what it looks like with the seal in place. And I'm not putting any of that gasket maker here because any separation of oil and water should happen with the seal. There's nothing that's going to happen here with the bearing. So I'll just clean this up, put it here, and then I'm just going to put this assembly in the vise like this and just press it in. So now the bearing is in place with the housing, and I'm just going to turn the crank and seat it. So you see it goes down nicely. And that bearing just seats against the shoulder in that aluminum housing, so it's there now. When it comes to removing O-rings, I just take one of these little Harbor Freight picks, stick it under the O-ring, and it'll pop right off. It's that easy. The last thing I do in preparation for installation is take some grease and I put it around the outside of the O-ring, and then I put some grease on my finger and went down on the inside and lubricated the seal. And I'll put some grease on the prop shaft as I'm reinstalling this, so there's no opportunity to nick or cut the O-ring or the seal. The bearing carrier is reinstalled. Everything looks good, sounds good. So when I was trying to put this back on, I just grabbed each side. I put the palm of my hand right here on this surface and just kind of grabbed the back of the housing here. And with one hand on each side, I just pushed it in. And with that greased O-ring, it found home nicely. Then I just grabbed the Allen wrench, tighten this thing up. And now it's time to reassemble it, fill the lower unit with lube, and get back to action. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please subscribe and have a great day.